I was gonna give myself a week off from recording a video because number one, I went to the aquarium with my sister on Friday and it was just very tiring. But number two, because I've been very busy in my regular job and in pattern designing, and I just wanted some time off. Like, I have multiple videos in various phases of development, from like idea to mostly recorded, and I just didn't want to deal with finishing any of them or getting started on some of the ideas. But my pattern came back from the tech editor last week and I was able to finish making all the necessary like corrections and adjustments, which means the pattern is now ready to go for a testnet, and I have to let you know. So the official testnet information is going to be dropping tomorrow everywhere else, but because I usually post these videos on Tuesday, you're getting it a day early. All of the like essential information for this phase of the testnet is going to be in the description, including the link to a Google form to apply for the testnet. This is the pattern if you didn't know it already. We've got our little goldfish, our little betta fish, our little seahorses, and a little duplicate stitched anglerfish. I asked on TikTok and people prefer the gray, which I found very interesting because I prefer the little yellowy green guy. And these socks are why me and my sister went to the aquarium. Well, these socks were an excuse for me and my sister to go to the aquarium. So we went to the aquarium and got some pictures of these socks. So the timeline for this testnet is that I am going to officially release the testnet application tomorrow, but for you today, it's going to be open until next Wednesday, April 15th. I'll notify people whether they've been accepted or not on April 16th or 17th. And then the testnet will start April 26th, run till May 26th. And then I'm hoping to release the pattern on either June 2nd or June 9th. And only one sock is required for the official testnet to complete in that month. And like, required is honestly a strong word. I would like if testnetters could finish one sock in that time period. But I'm doing testnets a little bit differently, and that's what this video, why it's actually a video and not just like a community post. I feel like I've seen a lot of content lately on like the purpose of testnets. Like, I think A Bee in the Bonnet, is that what her name is? A Bee in the Bonnet, A Bee in Her Bonnet, had a video. The Hotcakes podcast had a video talking about testnets, and the kind of summary of what I've gotten from this is that there's two main purposes to testnets. Number one is to test out the fit and clarity. I think this matters less as a pattern designer like goes on in their experience. For me, since this is my first pattern, it matters a lot. And number two, the thing that I think has become the much bigger reason for testnetting is marketing. You get people like talking about your pattern, knitting your pattern, you get projects posted on Ravelry, you get like additional product photos on different bodies and in different yarn choices for potential buyers to visualize a little bit more. Basically, it's a marketing tool. And I decided to separate those two purposes, which is why this official testnet is only phase one. And so this phase one official testnet is intended to kind of cover the first two categories, pattern clarity and fit. Because this is my first pattern, I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense to anyone else. And so for this portion of the testnet, I'm looking for people who are willing and able to follow the pattern as written. Some size adjustment is fine. Like, actually, my socks are Franken socks that are extra large, large, and then medium. And like that type of thing is fine, but I do want people to knit, especially the heel and the toe as written, so I get a better sense of if those instructions are clear and if those fit well on other people's feet. And to thank everyone who is willing to knit the pattern as written, I'm going to send the official test knitters who are doing this phase one testnet, if they want, and if they're in the contiguous US, 50 grams of yarn for these contrast colors, so like 10 grams of each. Not this one. This one of the orange, the blue, the purple, the red, and the anglerfish color, which I think the final color is going to be a little darker than this one. I've still got to swatch a couple of my other color options, but I'm going to send all the contrasting colors to anyone in the US doing this testnet who wants it, which is why I'm going to be limiting this phase to like 5 or 10 test knitters, just because I can't spend that much on yarn to send people for free. I have made no money yet and don't really expect to make any money on this. So that's phase one, the official testnet. Phase two is going to start May 12th and run through the end of the official testnet, May 26th, and it's going to be what I'm calling a beta period, because I play too many video games, I think. During those 2 weeks, the pattern will be available for free to anyone who comments on one of the posts I make announcing the beta. So I'll make a post on here, maybe on the community tab, but I'll try to also make a video so that people who don't follow the community tab can see it. So anyone who comments on my post about it or DMs me, I will just send them the pattern for free in its draft form. And I will include in that draft a coupon code that will be available to get the pattern on Ravelry for half off for anyone who chooses to beta knit it. And then the beta version that you have will be available for all time forever if you don't want the final version on Ravelry. I think I might also do a kind of incentive thing where any beta tester who posts about it on social media or emails me a picture of it, you don't have to be on social media, will get a coupon code to get the pattern for free on Ravelry. So that way we're separating the like refining the pattern reason for doing a test knit and the marketing reason for doing a test knit. So I think that's everything. I know this was pretty quick. I mostly just wanted to get the word out to you that the test knit for these is starting and you can apply at the link in my description. If I ever said link in bio, and if I ever in the future say link in bio in this, I mean link in description. I spend too much time on TikTok. So yeah, link in description if you want to test knit these, and if you're interested in just doing the free beta period, keep an eye on this space and I will let you know when that opens. Also, my Etsy shop is going to be live starting next week at this time, noon on a Tuesday, the time I post my videos, so I will let you know in next week's video as well. But my Etsy shop should be live next week at noon with my one-of-a-kind skeins, so if you guys want to buy any of those, you'll be able to in a week. Thanks if you made it all the way to the end. Let me know if you think that this is a crazy weird way to do a test knit, or if I have discovered the new way of doing test knits. I guess that's everything. Bye. Am I even making sense? It's a Monday morning. I think that's actually all it needs to be.